Mama Morgan and my sister, I call her Sissy, we are going to cook for you today. It's a passion that we both have that we got from our mother and her grandmother, and we're on vacation and we've been cooking most every meal because of COVID. You can't go out to restaurants. I mean, we like cooking together anyways, but it's kind of a necessity.
Eating together, drinking together.
Yeah, all the things. So we're gonna make some chicken kebabs. We're gonna throw some veggies on it. We have some marinated chicken in the refrigerator right now, some turkey sausage, some regular sausage. We're gonna load it up. We have made a salad. Actually, we haven't. Sissy has already cut up a salad.
We'll pre-cut some things and then we'll...
Yeah, she's prepared. And we just made the dressing. So we're gonna share with you how we made the dressing. It is a sweet and sour dressing. It is Sissy's recipe that she kind of stands by. So we do a cup of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and then a cup of just white granulated sugar.
Equal parts.
Equal parts, and then about 3/4 cup of oil. It calls for a cup, equal parts of all three, but
kind of cut back on the oil just a little bit.
Yeah.
But whatever your consistency you like.
yeah, you don't want to go more than a cup.
Right. And salt and pepper. A little heavy on the salt to kind of counteract some of the sugar.
All right, so we have it in here. We had to recycle an old Tupperware cottage cheese container. We have mixed it up. It is super yummy, and we're gonna chill it in the fridge. If you want to look, it's ooh. All right, I about spilled it, so let's not do that.
It separates, so you have
separate.
You have to put it in a container you can shake.
We usually use the best trick for the dressing is a mason jar with the lid. You shake it up real good.
We don't have that.
We do not have that, so we use that. So we're gonna start. We've been soaking our skewers. So we're gonna start loading up our skewers. We have marinated chicken in the refrigerator. I'm gonna grab that in just a second, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're gonna start loading up the skewers. We have some turkey kielbasa sausage and some regular sausage.
Kielbasa, yeah.
And then we have
Brat.
a brat. And then we have some chicken that we've had marinated. And we're loading up the skewers right now. Just, your typical skewer. We have some peppers and some onion and some meat and some pineapple loaded on it. And that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna kind of alternate and load it all up. And then one of the men are gonna get on the grill and fire it up and grill. Or women can do it.
It was just a teriyaki marinade, like a 30-minute marinade is all
Just-
that we...
Right off the shelf in the condiment section of the grocery store. All right, so what we're doing is just loading up the skewers, alternating it, chicken and
Sausage.
chicken and sausage and peppers and onions and a pineapple here and there. And a little bit more chicken. Yummy.
This is going to be so good.
Yeah, these are gonna, look at all these that we've done so far, and we got a lot more.
We got a lot more to do.
Yeah, this is gonna be super yummy.
With our salad, we're going to do a risotto cake. So take like a risotto, ideally you want to make it the day before, and then put it in the fridge and it gets all hard and congealed. But I made it a couple hours ago and I've got it in the fridge right now. And we'll add some eggs to it and some cheese, kind of like a binding, and then bread it in some breadcrumbs, and then just fry it in a saucepan. And that's gonna kind of go on as an extra on top of our salads.
Okay, we have finished putting all the kebabs together, and we've kind of made a mess. We had raw chicken and sausage and teriyaki sauce all kind of going all over the place. So we need to take a second to take our area take everything off and sanitize because we don't want any bacteria forming. We don't want cross-contamination. We do not want a foodborne illness, right? So we're gonna take some time to keep this at the proper temperatures. And then take a cleanser that has bleach in it, and I'm just gonna spray it down so we make sure we get all of those bacteria cleaned up before we start cooking and preparing the rest of our meal. And hand washing, because you don't want the chemicals that you just put on your countertop on your hands to now go into your other food products.
Okay, so this is leftover risotto, or in this case, made it earlier today because I knew that we were going to make risotto cakes for this evening. So basic risotto is just arborio rice, and you slow cook it. You basically add a cup of broth at a time. You season it first. You take a couple tablespoons of butter with the rice and you saute it in a pan and get it kind of brown. And then you start adding your broth, 1 cup at a time until the broth goes away. And then you add another cup. And with this particular mixture, it was 3 cups. About a 30-minute process, but in that process, you're making it very creamy. You're creating cream just in that cooking process. So to this, we'll add a couple of eggs to kind of bind it, and probably some good Parmesan cheese. And then we will bread them with some breadcrumbs and then fry them in the frying pan.
While she's doing that, I'm just taking some already pre-cooked bacon and I'm gonna nuke it in the microwave. This will be an addition to our salad, just a little extra topper. That everyone loves bacon, right?
I do.
Okay, so we'll get our binding agent here.
And toss a couple of eggs in there. Put that to the side and get some cheese. I should have done like Rachel Ray and just grabbed everything, you know, and sat it on the counter.
Yeah.
She doesn't go to the fridge about 1 time. But here we are. It's kind of like how you would make like a salmon patty or, you know, tuna. Except this is with rice and cheese.
And we just got the Harris Teeter brand because that's the grocery store we went to. You can get any sort of Parmesan cheese. You could even use the old shaker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could do that, or you could, you know, off the wedge of Parmesan Reggiano, like the real good stuff. And get the breadcrumbs in a bowl.
Bacon is yummy. Still learning where everything is in this vacation house.
So we'll put breadcrumbs in a shallow bowl, and we'll just take a little bit in our hand here. And prior to this, I've already tasted the risotto and made sure that it had plenty of flavor. You want to make sure that it's salt and peppered really good, and I did all that before we did this. Once you bread it, it's kind of too late to you could do salt and pepper as it's frying.
Okay, so we have finished making the risotto cakes. Sissy has patted them and breaded them, and now she is frying them. So she has a frying pan and she put just some canola oil in the bottom, vegetable oil you can use as well. About a ½ inch thick.
Yeah, not too much.
It's on medium to high temperature. You want it to kind of bubble, but you don't want it too hot.
Every oven's different, so you can just adjust to. This looks like it's good.
Now this is not something you walk away from. You have to man it. You have to stay right here.
That's good color right there.
And then she's gonna flip it. Ooh. Slippery little sucker. Okay.
I'm trying not to get grease on my new shirt.
Ah!
So, and this spatula is not ideal. It's not something I'm used to.
All right, so as you can see the coloring on that.
Oh, there's cheese in the rice cakes. So the cheese is cooking, so that's the smell you smell.
Oh, it smells so good. I cannot wait to eat this.
Yes, it smells amazing. Okay, so we finished the rice cakes. This is what they look like. It's really hard not to eat them right now. But we'll wait.
Somebody shut that
So
door.
then we're taking the kebabs to the
We
grill.
have the kebabs. Mimi's gonna
We gotta
take them to the grill out here to pop.
Alright. You're on film, not saying.
Say hello, Pop.
This looks yummy.
All right. Is the grill ready?
Yes, it is.
Awesome.
It's gonna be yummy.
I need something to put this on with.
And he's got a beautiful view out here while he's manning the grill. Yummy, yummy.
This is wow.
All right, we're gonna take
How
this
about
back in.
this?
Perfect. Let's take this back in here. All right, Sissy.
Okay, so we haven't talked about dessert. We're doing meringue chantilly's,
So how did you make the meringue cookies?
egg whites and sugar. Cream of tartar helps stiffen the egg whites, but if you don't have that, you can use lemon juice, which is what I use because we're in a vacation house.
Which I like better because it actually gives it a little bit of a lemon
Has
flavor.
a little bit of a lemon flavor. You want to use super fine sugar, but if you don't have that, you can put it in a blender, which is what I did, and it makes it super fine, like almost like powdered sugar. You want it like that because the heavier sugar will weigh down the egg whites, and so the lighter sugar doesn't do that. So you whip it and whip it and whip it until you have stiff peaks. This was 6 egg whites, like a fourth a teaspoon of lemon juice, so it doesn't take very much at all, and a 1.5 cups of super fine sugar. So then we beat that until we had stiff peaks, and then you can put it on parchment paper, grease a sheet pan or whatever. They do stick sometimes. We're gonna serve it with stewed berries.
So we just got this frozen berry mix, again, from Harris Teeter, because that's where we went shopping. It's the only place on the island to shop. And we got some granulated sugar. We have the berries in here. It's just a mix, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and some strawberries.
I think they call that like a strawberry, even though I think it's more than berries.
So we're gonna add some sugar to it. We're gonna turn it on the burner about medium heat. Let it start getting warm, thawing out. And this is gonna be a process where it's just gonna sit and it's just gonna continue to get sweeter and sweeter and sweeter as it sits.
I'm gonna do 2/3 cup of sugar.
2/3.
And then you just let it cook down, like she said, until it's almost like a jam or a jelly. And then you serve that on top of your meringue cookie, and then it'll be warm, and then you'll serve ice cream on top of that. And everything melts together, and the cookie actually turns in almost like cotton candy does in your mouth. Kind of melts in your mouth.
So it like literally melts. And as you see, Pop just came in to wash his hands, being very clean and sanitary after he touched the raw meat, transferring it to the grill. He had to come and make sure he washed his hands. Cross-contamination, we can't have that.
Well,
Not
we're just
much
doing
force.
a simple salad, some little grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes, an English cucumber cut up. I prefer an English cucumber because it has very small seeds. A regular cucumber has really large seeds. It's just a personal
We don't like
preference. And then iceberg lettuce. So the bacon on top, and then you can either serve the rice cake on top of your salad, and we've got our sweet and sour dressing too.
I'm not gonna have the rice cake on top of my salad. I'm gonna have mine just on the side. And we have some extra Parmesan cheese. We are gonna also make some mac and cheese for our littler audience to supplement the meal because they're just pickier. Okay, so we are on our way out to check on the grill to see how the kebabs are going. Oh my goodness, those look delicious. You can see the sausage browning up, the chicken, the vegetables are getting tender. Looks good, Pop. All right, so we have the mac and cheese going that for the pickier eaters. And so we have our dessert right here. I'm gonna move the camera this way so we can watch. We need some ice cream. We need some ice cream. Just any vanilla ice cream will work. Whoop. All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take one of these meringues. Voila. That's so yummy and good. And we're going to add the berries to the top. And it sort of starts melting it. And then you add a dollop of ice cream to the top of that. Bam. Woo. And as you can see, yummy. Yummy. I know, you're not supposed to have dessert before dinner, but
You still taste the lemon in the meringue, which complements the fruit. And the ice cream just kind of makes it creamy.
so good.
It's delicious.
All right. We'll be back in a minute. All right, here we go. Pop's bringing in the kebabs. Set them right there. Perfect.
Oh, those look so good.
Those look delicious. Great job. So we have our kebabs, some of our all meat ones, and then our mix.
For our strictly meat eaters.
Yep, and we have our risotto cakes, the mac and cheese for our pickier eaters. However, I probably will have a little bit of that too. And then we have our salad and our salad toppings. And let's not forget about dessert. All right, it's gonna be delicious. Thanks for joining us. We love to cook. We cook a lot. We love to come up with different ideas and different recipes. We love to follow some recipes. Some of our favorite cooks